So your Vader is finally finished. Sorry it's taken a little while, but I hope when you see it you'll agree it's been worth the wait, because it really is quite a special hilt. The way the core goes together is quite unusual. I've not done one. The way it holds together structurally is quite different to anything I've done before. So that's been interesting. But it is absolutely exquisite. I mean, Goth 3D, they just keep getting better and better. I don't quite know how he does it, but it does look amazing. He's a little bit stingy on wiring space, as a lot of installers find, but it does all work. It does all go together. So yeah, let's take a proper look around it now. So first of all, as we've come to expect from KR Sabers, the outside of the hilt is absolutely beautiful. Beautiful finish, really nicely done. Yeah, I mean you just can't fault it. 7 grip strips. All super accurate. We've got sort of concealed venting in the pommel there. You can see that little sort of channel that goes through. So yeah, it doesn't look like there's any, but there is. So yeah, it's all super accurate. 2-button operation. That's the main, and that's the AUX. And blade retention is that one. If you just unscrew that, blade plug pops out, and then we've got you can see front of the chassis and NeoPixel connector in there. So yeah, it's all pretty slick. Let's pop that back. So let's have a look at the innards of it. First of all, unscrew the grip section. Now you might find the chassis moves quite easily inside. It's only the grip section that holds it in. So what can sometimes happen when you unscrew it is that there's a little nut holding on that D-ring. One of those little nuts can sometimes catch the kill switch and switch it on as you're unscrewing it, but it's no big problem. So there is our core. Dual crystals. Yeah, an awful lot of detail's gone into it. If we slide the whole thing out, so we've got lightly weathered brass, same as we've done on your other master chassis. We've got battery hatch in there, and you can also get to the front of the circuit board in there. It's just held in with magnets. So yeah, but as you can see, it is absolutely extraordinary. It's worth just spending a bit of time just looking at the amount of detail on it. As I said, Goth 3D excelled themselves as always. So I've varnished the crystals as well, rather than keeping them sort of matte plastic. I always varnish crystals to make them look more crystalline. Yeah, a little bit of extra realism. I also tend to grind them. I've done this on all of yours actually. I forgot to mention it before. Some of the crystal designs from Goth tend to have curves in them. Crystals to me they're not about curves, they're about straight edges. So I tend to grind the curves off and sort of reprofile them and reshape them to make them look a bit more authentic. So at the back, speakers concealed in there, but there's accent LEDs all over it. So if we fire it up, got their personalised boot sound, same as your other ones. Sort of animating accents, plenty of them. Crystals pulsing alternately. And we've got our sort of spinner effect, as well as another accent in the back there. So when we fire it up, short click on the front, the spinner starts spinning and then sort of arcing and going all unstable. All the front accents all start, driving the power forward. Whereas obviously when the blade's off, they're sort of just backwards and forwards. And obviously the crystals follow the main blade. And then when we shut it off, press and hold. Spinner takes a while to spin down again. Now that spinner, if you want to change blade colours, that spinner follows the blade colour in the off position. It's always arcing white in the on position. There are other animations as well. Some of them have a sort of red heat effect, which again you'll remember from some of the other installs I've done for you. So yeah, pretty impressive. It has to be said. I think it's an absolute work of art from Goth. So obviously to pop it in, you just line up the switches with the 2 switches on the switch box. That's it. There's nothing else to hold it in. So make sure you do it pointing downwards when you put it back together. So obviously, as with all lightsabers, we want to actually make it live with the blade lit. So let's have a go at that now. So it's the usual things. Short click on the front button to light it up, and there she is. Once she's lit, obviously you can get your effects. And the aux button, blaster blocks, lockups. It's all there. You've got character quotes.
Close up formation. Send a scanning crew aboard. I want every part of this ship checked.
So yeah, so there she is. Pretty exceptional hilt, and as somebody once said, I can't remember who it was, I'm sure it will make a fine addition to your collection. Enjoy.